And we're back. TGIF. Welcome in. We are just getting started here. I got SB up first for 2. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, welcome in. Augustus, update on Augustus. He is doing very well. He has made pretty much a full recovery. It's just really sad because he was on an IV, and so he had, they had to shave his paw for his IV, but he's doing so much better now. They still don't even know what it was, but I'm just happy to have him back home. And we have a very large vet bill to pay. So, anyway, welcome in. Up first on the list, we have SB. You guys know the drill. You have 3 reading options. If you're called to donate, you're welcome to assist with the vet bill. Up first, we have SB. SB for 2. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Happy Freitag. TGIF. I'm drinking an electrolyte. I think a migraine is trying to attack me, but I'm hoping the electrolytes will keep it away. If you have any recommendations for sugar-free electrolyte drinks, holler at your girl. Because I wanted to try liquid IV, but the sugar-free flavors look gross. So right now I'm drinking Element, which apparently there were like there was like controversy apparently. Michelle, welcome in. What up, girly pop? SB, are you here? If not, I'll start with Michelle first. Let me know. I'll give it a moment. Oh, you are here. Okay, great. Let's get into it, SB. All right, boo. So I'm sure you put, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get right into it, guys. Let's see where I'm sure you put your questions in the, okay. Okay, number 1, got it. All right, so let's open up with a quick prayer. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages that need to be heard today as clearly as possible. Please help bring me in contact with the right people at the right time today. All right, perfect. Didn't mean to type. Yeah, no. You good. All right, girl. Let's do it. So Carlos promised he would help pay for summer camp. He's ignoring you now, did this last summer. What is Spirit's advice about this? What is Spirit's advice about this? What is Spirit's advice about this? About this topic, Four of Cups. I don't know that and this is, let's talk about this. This is the Four of Cups. We're starting the reading with the Four of Cups, okay? When it comes to this person, when it comes to Carlos, he is never going to be what you want or need. And I don't necessarily mean as a partner. I just mean as a co-parent, as a friend, as someone you can actually rely on. This person, I think, has proven and continues to be unreliable. And it's almost crazy making, because when it's almost like, you think that they turned a new leaf, but they never have, right? And so that's like super, super, super freaking annoying. But what my suggestion is, and we're going to see what the other cards are. Yeah, we're going to see what the other cards are. But what I want to tell you with this Four of Cups here, this is a time for radical acceptance. You need to, and again, I don't want to say you need to, because you take this with a grain of salt, but I'm just a cat lady on the internet. But here's what I'm going to tell you. With the Four of Cups here, this is about radical acceptance. Accepting that this person is always going to be this way. They're not going to magically change. There is nothing that you can do to get them to change. This is how they are. This is how they've always been. So you need to craft your life, or it would behoove you to craft your life in such a way that whether he comes or goes, it doesn't matter. Hey, G, welcome. Whether he comes or goes, or shows up or doesn't show up, because he's not reliable, if one day he magically has some kind of transformation, which is extremely unlikely, okay? And don't call me a pessimist. I'm here to call a spade, honey. A 29 degrees Scorpio. I'm not messing around. When people's behavior will, Dr. John Maloney says, behavior is a language. When he shows you who he is through his behavior, you don't need to believe him. You've given him way too many chances. Agreed. So if he shows up and offers to help pay for money, actually, great. But if not, make sure that you prepare to do whatever you need to do on your own or within your circle of support, because he's never going to be normal. He's never going to do the right thing, and he's never going to come through. You called him trash. I didn't call him trash. I'm just saying he's very unreliable. And this is, see her face, see how disappointed she is. This is how you feel about it. But this was something that you have to forgive yourself for. Because when we have romantic relationships with people, we don't always know how things are going to end, especially when you are younger, right? So you gotta, don't beat yourself up for this. And it's not your fault that people can behave badly, and the only person's fault it is that person, right? And if you feel like you chose wrong or whatever, and that your child pays the price, like, know that your child signed up for this, and chose to come to the world through you, and that this is just part of their karma. So it's really, really okay. And this person is not capable of even meeting the bare minimum. And the Four of Cups is like, you've got to be kidding me again. So I would just say the radical acceptance of knowing that they're never going to show up. They're never going to do the right thing. What other advice do we have for SB? Queen of Swords. Yeah. The Queen of Swords is a biatch, right? And she's like, look, here's our boundary. You keep playing games. You act infantile. You are the most unreliable human being I've ever come into contact with. You have this amazing child, and you're acting a fool. So guess what? You get to choose when or how this person can have access, because they don't know how to behave. I think that you're taking on a lot of this pressure, and rightfully so, because You are the sole provider. The Eight of Cups says, I think that you might communicate with them in a different way, because I feel like you have a really good heart and you don't want to keep him away from his child. But at the same time, sometimes that's the better option. Yeah. The Eight of Cups is like moving in a new direction. Maybe you really need to like get to a place where you're limiting contact, or if he's ghosting you, just stop responding to him. Yeah, you said the kid doesn't. I would literally, you could, if you just stopped communicating with him, or blocked him, I feel like there wouldn't even be any, your life would continue to go on the way it is. And I almost feel like he's more of a nuisance. He's more of a fruit fly that won't leave you alone when you're trying to like wear all these hats and raise your child, right? And it's like the last thing that you need is this person who will pop up just to be a fool. Like that is trash. It's a lot of hard work, and I think you will come to the right conclusion about what is going to work for you. Don't expect apologies. There may be a point where this person, like I said, could have some radical change and could come around, but do not hold your breath. And there's a very low likelihood that would ever happen. And I'm just gonna keep it real, boo. And I know you're a Virgo, and you're not delusionally thinking about stuff, okay? Hopefully not. Six of Wands. It's hard work, but it's gonna pay off. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, victory here. It's been a lot of hard work going through the trenches on your own, doing this thing. 6 months of no contact from him. Oh, for sure. Especially if he's never even been with him. Like, how do you even... But yeah, no, your fight is going to bring victory here. That's what I'm seeing. Entertainment purposes only. Ace of Pentacles. I want you to focus on planting your seeds in healthy soil, because if you truly feel he's trash, you don't want to plant healthy seeds like your son in the hands of people who are unreliable. Yeah. Nine of Cups. I do think things are going to work out in your favor. If you especially have had like zero emotional, financial, zero communication with this person, he's never met him, like that's just ridiculous. Let's see what other advice we have for you here. Scorpio Sun in the 12th house. You already know his number. What does that mean? The 12th house is about what's hidden, what's secrets. The Scorpio is the underworld, and Sun is illuminating what lies beneath in the 12th house. I also feel like you are somewhat intuitively connected to him, where it's like, that might sound weird, but it's like even though you're at a distance and there's no contact, like you can still sometimes sense vibes of like how he's going to act or what he's going to do. And I think, that comes with women's intuition as well. So trust your gut, trust your intuition when it comes to this legal process, if it gets to the point where it is a legal process. With the Queen of Swords there, also representing like Libra, Lady Justice energy. And again, entertainment purposes only. I feel like if you were to have some sort of custody situation, it would work out in your favor. And it could take a little bit of work, not a ton, but a little bit of work to put some things together. But I think that he's so reliable. I couldn't even imagine him, like, with the energy that I'm picking up on, with this Four of Cups, it's like, womp, womp. This guy can barely get out of bed. Is he able to hold down a job? Like, I just feel like if he can't even show up to do the bare minimum in his own life, he's not going to fight you. I don't see him fighting you. We have create, nurture your creative energy. Maybe there's something that you can do, some type of art or some type of creative pursuit that will help you kind of maybe heal some of this energy, and maybe creative like arts and crafts things that you can do with your child as well. Oh God. Yeah, well, whatever. Peace, harmony, and contentment. If you feel like your life is better without someone in it, you know, I think that energy is telling, right? And we have lesson, wisdom through mistakes. So this is major Saturn energy and learning. No, you do it, girl. You do whatever you need to bring up. Lesson, yeah. Wisdom through mistakes. Don't beat yourself up for the mistakes that you made with him, and know that, you know, moving forward, you've got his number. You understand. You've learned that this guy is a POS when it comes to being a father. So that's where we're at. Let me see what other let's see what other stuff we got for you. We have animals. I don't know if you have any pets, but maybe that's something that you guys like, a support animal. We have travel, and we have, you have to create, and it's the 9 of Wands is, it can be tiring, it can be overwhelming at times, but I feel like you're truly finding, I love how the 9 of Cups is here, what you're finding, what works for you guys and your little family. There may be some opportunity for you to travel this summer a little bit and get your mind off of some of this stuff. I do feel like this will work out. We have a dog. You have a dog. Yes, a dog. I can't call. Oh, I see. Got it. I had turtles. I love turtles. Box turtles are pretty easy to take care of. The aquatic ones are really cool too. Big fan of turtles over here. Oh man. All right, let's see what your next one is. And then we got, so up, let me fix our donation list. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you like the stream. And G, I'm sorry if you're staying up super late tonight, or morning or whatever. I don't know what time it is over by you, but we're just gonna keep on keeping on. All right, so on our list I have, SB, yes, and Augustus, I gave a little update. He's doing very, very well. We have SB, we have Michelle, and then G. All right, cool. All right, SB, your next question is, I think, the last part of your question is, I think I need to file. Hell yeah, I would file. Oh my gosh, G. Yeah, SB, to clarify, I didn't know if that was the second part of the question too, but yeah, I would absolutely file. Especially, and they may even give you back support if he's done literally nothing. So, there's that. All right, I can't find my crystal visions. You know what? Let's use this. This is a good romance deck. Where the hell is my crystal visions? That's all right. We'll use this for you. All right, question number 2. B's feelings for you. B's feelings and energy towards me, please. Let's do it. Spirit, what are B's feelings and energies towards SB We have the Hierophant. Very cool. King of Wands. You got some kind of hold on him, girl. We got Temperance. We have the Magician. 3 majors so far. Ending with the 6 of Swords, which is about travel, and I know you guys are at a distance here. So, the Hierophant talks about wanting to do things in a bit more of a traditional way, okay? Knight of Wands, he is, sorry, I don't know if I said king, but this is the Knight of Wands. Temperance, Magician, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Strength, and 6 of Swords. I do think that now I know I don't have any cups here, however, I will say this looks like we have a lot of nice earth energy here with the Hierophant, right? And the 8 of Pentacles, and I know he's an earth sign, right? And so this is like, I want to put work into this thing. I'm attracted to this person. I'm ready to maybe heal some things that happened in the past. With this 10 of Swords, it's like if you guys do start over, he is aware that there's either something that you need to work through, or there is something that you need to establish a new way of where this relationship is, because I think you guys have changed a lot since you were last together. I think it has been difficult for both of you guys to have not seen each other for a while. The 6 of Swords does say that the travel is coming soon, and he's very much looking forward to the travel, but I'm anticipating him feeling like a serious conversation is going to be had here. And the 10 of Swords is kind of like make it or break it energy, or this is something that we're putting away so that we can start over fresh and we can start over new. Temperance, 8 of Pentacles, this is like, I want to put the work in to see where this goes. Strength, 6 of Swords. Is there a way to move on, to have some fresh renewal here? And I would also let him be the masculine and let him lead with this Hierophant and Magician energy, right? It's like, if you want me, come and get me. If you want this, show me that you are invested in this, because I've already, I've been through the trenches, and I appreciate you as a friend, but like, show me that you mean this and that you want something more with me if you do want something more. We have the High Priestess here. This is about, trusting your gut. And the High Priestess is a very respected yet single woman, right? Which is where you're at right now. This is someone who is wise. This is someone who, does consult other people, right? And is able to make good choices. I don't think that you're going to make a mistake and choose wrong in this situation. But he's really going to have to be the one to step up and put more work in and show you that he wants to do this. He's thinking about these things right now. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Starting over and growing something. So he's definitely thinking about it. And what he's thinking about it in a practical, this isn't so like I'm so consumed by love, right? That's not, and I don't think that you are either. This is about, let's get practical. 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Hierophant. Is this actually going to work? And if so, what do we need to do? I actually like that this is grounded and it's not being blinded by love. Because that, I don't think, is going to be something that works for you. Sun, 4th house, Pisces. It could require a move. He may have to come to you. Sun, 4th house, Pisces. In the long run. And Pisces is more of a long game. It's the 12th sign of the zodiac. When all is said and done and things get serious, he may have to come move by you. Let's see what else I've got here. there's something that he's wanting to clear up from the past. The scythe, bird, scythe, and bear. And he wants to show you, like, I'm not how I used to be. I've grown and I'm loyal now and I'm a protector. Religious factors. Now, every time I pull this card, I should put notes on it, but I interpret this either as you actually do have religious differences, or there could be like political differences, or there could be some type of value difference. You guys are going to have to explore, take some time and figure out what those things could be that you do need to work through. Calling in your soulmate, and we have flirt, which I think you guys are probably doing. Extend your lighthearted energy. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. So overall energy is looking pretty decent. He does care about you, but it's not like this head over heels, high school, flash in the pan thing. Like, he is seriously thinking about how would and how could we make this work. Like, I know I'm attracted to this person. I respect their situation in life and that they're, you know, a wise woman. How can we, is this realistic? Can we make this work? That's where their head's at right now. SB, I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Up next, I have Michelle. Whoops. I haven't used Tarot de la Nuit in a while, and I feel called to use this for you, so that's what I'm going to do. All right. Michelle wants to know, what can I expect this summer in work/dating? I'm actually going to, I'll do a row for each. How about that? What can Michelle expect this summer in work and in dating? First row is going to be work. Big changes at work. Big changes at work. Holy shit. I'm going to do work first. And then I'm actually going to do these literally separately. And I'll roll in another Astro Dice for you just for fun. Let's talk about work. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and 5 of Pentacles. If you feel like you are not getting paid your worth, you may decide to go somewhere else. You may decide to leave your job. You may say, this work is not worth the pay. The way I feel is not worth this. I know someone recently that just up and quit their job because they were like, I can't do this anymore. Do you feel like things at your work are toxic right now, Michelle? What's going on here? 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Do you need to move on? Are you looking for other jobs? I'm gonna roll here. Sun and Gemini in the first house. You have to put yourself first, and you have to do, it's almost like you have to make a logical decision rather than an emotional one. It's the hardest challenge of my life. There could be some breakthrough that happens this summer. I don't know where I belong. You could cast a wide net, right? But I feel like there could be a breakthrough this summer. I feel like by August, there could be a few interviews already under your belt, and there could be some type of offer that comes, okay? We have Page of Cups, and we have Eight of Pentacles. There we go, yeah. So there could be a new job opportunity that comes by the end of summer for you. So know that your hard work will be paying off. Mars just moved into Virgo, and I think that, you know, the energy is still ripe to continue to move forward. So keep going. Let me see what let's pull some advice cards for you about work. But yeah, I'm at Spirit's mercy. I don't know where to go. I just want to surrender it all. You do have to, here's the thing, and I mean, in my opinion, as a cat lady, you have to meet the universe halfway. So, you know, sending out applications, looking for things, telling people that, you know, you're available depending on, you know, I don't know what kind of work you do, but I feel like something is going to happen in the next 2 months. The other really great mantra I love for you that you can use is say, Spirit, I'm open to creative solutions. That happened when I was trying to buy my home, and I was like, literally, what the hell is going on right now? And then this home came back to me. It was really, really weird. So you never really know. What is meant for you is going to find you, so you have to trust in that. But you got to put yourself out there for it. Trust the universe. Go deeper. Cool your emotions. Just like I said, like that Gemini moon in the first, or Gemini sun in the first house. This is about how there is an intellectual solution for this seemingly emotional problem. And when Mars was in Leo, maybe you kind of, you submitted 1 million applications and you felt really burnt out. And maybe with Mars being in Virgo, you're a little bit more practical, or being kinder to yourself, but still taking grounded action, right, to move forward, to find something. So that's what I'm seeing for work stuff. Let's see what's going on in your dating life. What's going on for Michelle? What does dating look like this summer? What can Michelle expect this summer in dating? We have Queen of Cups. The Lovers. I had a feeling. 10 of Pentacles and Page of Wands. Woo! Wait. All right. There could be a fire sign coming in. Someone that you guys kind of fall for each other. I feel like I got Queen of Cups, the Lovers, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This could be someone that kind of, you guys spark each other unexpectedly, and things are definitely steamy. We have, you know, fire and water here, so I feel like it's definitely a little sparky. It's definitely steamy, and this person, you guys are really attracted to each other. I also feel like you have emotion, or like you have feelings for this person. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again, and we have the Queen of Swords. I think this is a reminder for you. I haven't used this deck in a long time. This Queen of Swords, I forgot what she looked like. She's a reminder to you that you are the one calling the shots. Like, if this person may want to move a little bit quickly because you guys like can't keep your hands off of each other or whatever, maybe you're into that, maybe you're not, whatever, but you are the one who truly holds the power, okay? But it feels like this person has their shit together It feels like you have your shit together and you're looking for someone. I feel like this person that comes in, and you could meet this person like at an outing by chance, right? Like out somewhere with your friends or whatnot, or at a party or a gathering. And this person is much more on your playing field than I feel like some people from the past have been. Does that make sense? It's like they have their ish together, they have their the way that you do. Like they're not below you energetically is what I'm trying to say. But I do think that they're going to be super attracted to you. So just let's see what else. For dating for Michelle, what's going on here? We have Saturn in the second house. There might be some lessons. Sorry. Would love to meet someone out. I can't do dating. Yeah, hell no. We have Saturn. Saturn in Aquarius in the second house. This could be lessons in, I don't know if this is a weird message, so take this however it resonates for you. But if there have ever been money issues in your past relationships, I think moving forward, you might allow the masculine to like take care of you more financially, like pay for everything and your dates and everything like that. And then maybe in the past you wanted to do things like 50-50, for example, but I feel like you're kind of changing your tune. Like, let this person treat you like a queen of cups. Let them, you're showering them with positive energy, positive emotion, and your stability with the Ten of Pentacles. And I think the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, is about a choice. But at the end of the day, they say that the men have to pick the women, but you have to agree, right? You're still the one who, is, you have to agree to all that, right? So, let's see what else I've got here. I like to do this when it's like a new person specifically, because we have codependency. This person may be dealing with codependency, or maybe that's something that you've dealt with before. We have romantic feelings. I do think that this is going to be a very spicy situation. It is safe for you to love. Maybe it hasn't felt safe for you to love for a long time. Open your heart, give and receive. Listen, every time we date someone new, we open ourselves up for risk, but, love yourself first. That's what I've got for you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. You want to be in your divine feminine. I love that. All right. Thank you so much, Michelle. I really appreciate you. G, welcome, and please, thank you for staying up all freaking night for me. You did not have to do that. You could always, well, I guess I didn't really know until today that I was coming on, but if you ever want to do a reading, G, and like it's a bad time for you, you can just email me and I can do it in the next one. And you can always watch the playback. But G is up next. Welcome in. I'm gonna do, we'll see. I'll stay on for a minute. Oh, newbie. I didn't see you there. Hey. Just got you. I got G and newbie on deck for 2. Awesome. Yes, you can. I just saw you. I just checked my email, so you are all good, friend. You'll be right after G. G wants to know, what is coming up next in life and career? Current project is ending this month. I need a new project. Will it be good? All right. Let's get into it, girly. He is doing so much better, by the way. He's pretty much back to normal, and I know that my vet bill was very expensive, but I just went and bought them new toys because I feel like we have to celebrate. And they were all like chasing each other because he has his energy back, and so I got them some toys today. So that's what's going on over here. And anyway, let's keep going. All right. All right, Spirit, show me what's going on with G. Give me 1 second to center. I know you've been waiting a minute. I want to get into this energy for you all the way across the world. Spirit wants you to take a deep breath. This season of life for you is about you giving yourself your own security. And that's a huge lesson, okay? Because if you wait for other people or your job or the money, and these are all things that we need, right? Love, shelter, food, money, all of these things, right? But if you are waiting on, and I know this isn't exactly what you're asking, but this is what's coming through from your guides. If you're waiting on something to give you like peace of mind and reassurance, you have to give that reassurance and that security to yourself first. And then you are going to find it easier for the rest of the universe to fall in line and also bring you that sense of security and comfort. And this is the lesson in this chapter of your life for you. That was really effing cool. Sorry. And with that, I feel like we're in a good spot to throw cards. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is love it. 4 of Wands is all about stability. You know, based on you, your mind, standing in your energy on your own 2 feet, you are a stable and solid person, no matter what external looks like, right? And I know it's like, well, Bird, I need to get this new project and I need to make sure I can pay for things and that I have my career and I'm getting paid. I understand that. But at the end of the day, your body and your soul is what has to keep you stable. And that is something that I also have had to learn in the last couple of years. Because once we treat ourselves with dignity, with respect, with love, and when you show yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, that you are safe and secure in your own body, the rest of the world is going to follow suit. When it comes to friends, family, work, lovers, whatever you have going on, right? People you meet. 6 of Wands, victory. Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's hard. This is balancing, and it's hard because I think that you've experienced enough things to be rattled, meaning you've experienced enough things to cause anxiety, but when you're always like waiting on the edge of your seat for something to go wrong, it's hard to appreciate the victories. You need to give yourself a lot of credit for the victories. Six of Wands is very much, I don't know if it's a Leo energy, but it's very much like a happy, celebratory, joyous time. And the only thing that can bring you into balance is you. It's not the external factors. The external factors, hey Stella, the external factors are going to reflect back to you how stable you are. This is a very esoteric reading, my friend. Holy shit. Whoo! 7 of Pentacles. Strength, more Leo. 8 of Wands. Tower. So now let's talk about your actual question here. What's coming up? There's going to be communication. There are going to be shifts and changes. There is going to be balancing. I feel like you've been waiting on something for a long time, but I do feel like this is going to be a victory for you. The moon talks about fear, and I feel like I feel like that's what the Nine of Swords, maybe even more so anxiety, is when you are autopilot running off of fear. That's a rough spot to be in. You're choosing fear or you're choosing the stability, right? And if you choose stability, you're going to feel much safer in your body. You need a new project. I do see a new project coming. I feel like this new project could be a bit more balanced. I feel like it's going to last longer. The new project is going to last a longer period of time. The 8 of Wands says that there will be a lot of communication, and maybe you're going to be working on a larger team. And I feel like this is something, there's an unexpected element to this, but it's not in a negative way. Yeah, we have the Emperor here. You might be working with some new people here. There could be a man who's leading this project. But I feel like, I'm kind of feeling like these are pretty seasoned people that are serious about their work here with the Emperor. So I do think that there's going to be a conversation with your boss, your supervisors, and I do think you're going to get another opportunity. I think it's going to be good and balanced. The other thing I see is everyone who's working on this project is pulling their own weight, meaning that there aren't any slackers. Like, you guys are all very dedicated and serious about this work that you're doing, okay? And what about life? I think during this summer, the more you focus on your own internal safety and stability, just the more happy and balanced that you are going to feel. And surrendering, if you know what your fears are, identify them and surrender them to the divine. Because all is going to be okay for you. You are going to be okay because your energy is stable, and it's always stable. Even when you feel like you're falling apart, you are a very solid and stable person with a good head on your shoulders. Uranus in the 8th house and Pisces. Interesting. You know, the 8th house can be underworld energy. it's death, it's transformation, it's deep. There could be some really deep, surprising, with that Uranus wild card here in Pisces, there could be some really deep healing that happens. And I feel like as more time passes, you're kind of caring about external things less. Let me give you an example of this. I'm a really, really highly sensitive person, and I used to really care about acquaintances that I didn't even like. I used to like really care about people and like what their perception was of me, and it really would bother me. And it's funny because I have this new neighbor that I see somewhat regularly, and they're not the friendliest person, and that's something that would have really bothered me in the past. But now I'm kind of like, this is who I am. I don't give a shit. Like, I was at the pool yesterday and I was like, whatever. I don't care if I'm loud. I don't care if my friends are here. Like, you can kind of just deal with who I am. And if you don't like me, you can go away. And I feel like the older you get, and I think that comes with turning like 40s, 50s, 60s, like do we stop giving a shit? But I think you're not caring so much about, you're accepting yourself and you're healing and standing that stability, and you're like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. Okay? I can be me, and I don't need to worry about how other people are perceiving me, because I'm clearly standing on my own 2 feet very well here, okay? The answers you need are coming. There's going to be a conversation soon with the supervisor, boss, or masculine, this emperor energy, that is going to tell you about this. I don't know what kind of work you do. You don't need to tell me, but with the tower energy, it could be like a surprising client or something. It feels more exciting than like, it feels more surprising and exciting with the Uranus energy rather than like a guttural tower moment. Step out of your comfort zone. I think it might be a little bit out of your comfort zone, but the team is going to be very balanced. You will feel confident in your skills and what you are doing. A fiery climax approaches, yeah. So it's going to happen soon. 8 of Wands here. Let's see what else we've got for you. Agreement, yeah, you could be signing an agreement or accepting an agreement to work on a new project. We have victory for you twice, honey. So take a deep breath and sit in your crown because you've earned it. We have 8 here. 44 is 8, which is the number of abundance in numerology. And we have refinement. There's going to be some emotional changes, and I don't know if you had your spiritual initiation yet that you were telling me about, but I feel like even after that, you're just going to be much more comfortable in your own skin and in yourself. So I see good things coming. There are maybe some surprises, some curveballs, but nothing bad here, okay? I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much, G. Yes, I got initiated. Congratulations. Yay! All right, up next, I have newbie. Thank you, G. Go to bed, get some sleep. I say that even though I'm probably going to be up late tonight. It's okay. G, can you give me just a moment here to gather my bearings for a second? I've been on for an hour. I'm going to be right back. Because I want to keep going. I just need a moment to stand up here. G. Good night. Give me 1 second. My perimenopause is hitting me like a ton of bricks right now. Oh. This migraine is really trying to take me down. It's trying, but I think I'm managing it. We'll see how I do. All right. You want to be last? All right, Stella. Stella, I can take you next, and then we'll go to newbie. Stella, go ahead and post your question. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, no, I'll be good. All right, cool. Stella, go ahead. I just needed to, I just have to get ahead. I have to stay ahead of it or else it'll get out of control. But I'm fine. My hormones are just like going nuts right now. Okay. What is coming towards me and what does Spirit want me to know? Let's do it. Yeah, no, and if I felt horrible, I wouldn't go on. So I'm good. Don't worry. All right, Stella, let's do it. What's coming towards you? What does Spirit want you to know? Whoa, interesting. Let's unpack this, Stella. Let's unpack this. So, Spirit is saying to get what you want right now, you need to let go. To get what you want right now, you need to appreciate where you are at and really get the perspective of whatever's going on in your life right now before you can begin the next chapter, because it's not time yet. And I don't know how that resonates for you. If you've been like pushing something to make progress, Spirit wants you to take a deep breath and realize that what is meant for you also needs time to come and find you. The Four of Swords is a time of rest. Five of Cups is also saying there may be some emotional stuff that you still need to process right now, and that you will be able to move through this energy. If you are feeling like something is emotionally heavy or something, if you're feeling fine, something might come up that you have to process emotionally so that you can, move forward. Because I do feel like there is positivity ahead of you, but there's almost like a pause going on right now. Four of Cups, you might even be frustrated. Like, where is the change? What's going on? Why isn't anything moving yet? Queen of Swords. Spirit is wanting you to gain a perspective and understanding of what your circumstances are right now before you are able to move forward. And the Queen of Swords is saying, we're not done yet. Does this make sense, Stella? I'm trying to manifest. Got it. Spirit's saying it's going to happen when the time is right. This is not something that you can force. And it may be frustrating, but I think this is an opportunity to really dig and analyze, like really dig into and analyze some of the things that are feeling uncomfortable, some of the things that are going on around you that you don't want, so that you can create a better future for yourself. And it's not all bad, right? It's just the Hangman is definitely more about finding the positivity and the perspective that you're at right now, because right now is technically, living in the moment is all we really have, right? We can be excited about the future. We can regret things from the past or be anxious about the future too. But the only thing that we can do right now is live in the here and now. So how can you make the here and now peaceful? And what do you need to learn from the here and now? Because there's lessons still that need to be integrated in where you're going. We have the Hierophant here. Maybe surrendering to Spirit. Doing all of the manifestation work is great, but officially surrendering it and letting that go. And then we have the Devil here. This isn't about bartering. This isn't about playing games. This isn't about being good enough. This is just knowing that we can manifest all day long, but what is meant for you is going to find you at the right time. And there's a lot of people that talk about a lot of different manifestation stuff, but this is my take on this whole thing, for what it's worth. But yeah, let's answer your other question, like what is coming towards you. There's going to be some emotional work, which I feel like I've already, there's some emotional work. There's some strength. There's going to be some holding on and knowing that you can only really move forward in divine timing anyway. Allow yourself to have spontaneous joy and enjoy life while you're waiting. Uranus and Libra in the 5th house. I want to spontaneously go to an art museum. I want to spontaneously go outside and dance and have fun and enjoy the beauty of the world, because I can do that while I'm still manifesting. Even if it takes a long time or a while, or this manifestation shows up differently than what I want, or I'm clung so tightly to this manifestation, I think everything's going to be perfect after I get this thing. Your life can be beautiful and joyous and happy right now. That's the message here for you. Don't let the manifestation become your devil that you're chained to. What does that mean? That means, well, things can only be good if this happens the way that I need it to happen. Well, Spirit could have something way better for you in store. So just be open and surrender to that, and tell Spirit you're open to creative solutions. That's a mantra I took from Gabby Bernstein, and it has worked for me. Money. Allow all my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to, gain, or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine, surrendering to the divine. Calmness, 4 of Swords. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord, may your peaceful calm take over. We also have abundance. So if this manifestation has to do with money or abundance, I definitely feel like you're on the right track here. Divine Beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan. Ego is the devil. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. Bam. Right here. And you can, I mean, you can take that abundance any way you want to take it, right? But I feel like that's, in regard to the manifestation, putting away the ego's plan and letting the universe do its thing as well is really important. Be bold and make the first move. I think you have made the first move. Luck is on your side and conclusions are within reach. So I do see something, and I said that, I was like, I feel positivity coming towards you, but the time, it's like you just have to wait a little bit longer to get there. So that's what I have for you, Stella. I'm going to leave that with you. In Spirit's blessing, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right. I am going to close readings. And I'm going to go over to Newbie. Newbie, let me know if you're here. All right, Newbie. Spirit message first. I want you to, they're taking me to your solar plexus. And the solar plexus is where our self-worth is. And I feel like there are some like mantras or mirror work or things that you can do to really like look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. But that solar plexus work, I think, is going to be really, really helpful for you because, and very similar to the message that I gave to G when I said, you know, she was solid and stable. I feel like if you felt super unshakable in your self-worth, I feel like that might be the prescription for what you need right now. Two of Swords. Especially if there's days where like you're like, I can't make a decision or I feel flustered or whatever, and it's like if you're grounded in your self-worth, and there's this yellow stuff here too. We have Two of Wands. Yeah, making plans is easier. I do feel like, you know, Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like Libras are very good at moving, what is the word I'm trying to say? Moving slowly but practically, like toward a goal. Emperor. We got strength in like everything today. Page of Cups. Here you are, Lady Justice. You are the emperor of your own life, and we've talked about this. Even if there is some conflict around you, or there is some type of, I don't want to say struggle. I'm feeling like there could be like a low-key type of conflict or frustration. There's something that's frustrating you, and if you can ground yourself, the Two of Wands, knowing like I can clearly, confidently make decisions because I'm grounded in my self-worth. I feel like that's going to be huge for you. Knight of Pentacles, I can move slowly, steadily, and confidently towards my goals. But there is something that you are feeling a little spicy about. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, you're feeling like you need to defend something. But again, as always, Lady Justice, strength here, you're always holding your composure. Maybe not everyone is seeing you sweat behind the scenes. But yeah, I think this has to do with confidence and self-worth. Does that make sense? Whatever changes you're making right now, think about them as either a lifestyle change, and I'm not even talking about health and fitness. I feel like if you want something to change, no, it's not going to happen overnight. You're taking 2 steps forward every single day. You're making wise decisions. Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Emperor. Making good plans, making progress, and executing them. Doing things in a very balanced way. That's also going to help you so that when there are moments of frustration, or there are moments of where you feel like you need to jump to the defensive, that you can just bring yourself back to center, back to Knight of Pentacles, even keel justice energy, and say, this is how I feel about this. This is how I'm responding to this. You don't have to respond to things immediately. You can respond from a position of strength rather than a position of, the Two of Swords says, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. I'm blindfolded. I can't see. And I'm just going to, take a shot in the dark here. And strength says, no, I feel confident. I know who I am. I feel grounded in my self-worth. And no one's going to rattle me. No one's going to rattle me to get a reaction or a response out of me. Five of Wands or Seven of Wands. I don't need to pop off. I don't need to react. I'm just going to because when you take your time in making that response, I feel like it's digested more, even more so on the receiving end. We have Wisdom, Saturn. This is something that you've had to, Saturn and Virgo in the 9th house. The 9th house is about higher education. This is wisdom that you have had to learn over time and slowly incorporate this. You are on the right track. Let me know if you need clarification on this, or if I'm even answering your question. Oh, I don't even have your thing pulled up here. And I totally did a longer reading, sorry, but I'm just going to keep on keeping on. We have Truth. I'll just pull all from here. Positivity, Trust. I love these cards. Service, Travel also is 9th house. And we have relationship. Relationships. Let's talk about this. Trusting yourself, telling yourself the truth, choosing the positive, being of service to others. I do see some travel in your future, and I do see you meeting somebody. Relationship. I won't read all of these, but I forgot you wanted the other ones. I'm moving slow but making progress. You are. That's what you are doing. Hi, baby Gus. Is he trying to come up here? Hi, you want to show Felicia? Oh, honey. Hi, baby. His paw, look, his little paw was shaved because he had to get his IV. You're such a good boy, honey. You're such a good sweetie. Hi, baby girl. Sipster wants to come check on her brother. Hi. All right, newbie, let's do your next one. That's your message from Spirit, is you're on the right track. And Gus just wanted to stop by and say hi. Amber girl. Amber girl, you're cute. You're really cute, honey. All right. All right, readings are closed, and we're going to be getting into newbies next. And oh, it's summer solstice, by the way, which I've had so much going on this week, guys. I'm just, but that is exciting. Longest day of the year. Maybe that's why every time there's a shift, my head, like, I'm let me find on your, hold on. Let me look at your message. Don't even worry about it. All right. Oh, follow up after first question. Well, you will have to help me with that one. Are you serious? Yeah, he jumped up for just a minute, just for you. He's sitting in my doorway now. He just sitting in the doorway, but his sister takes good care of him. Although they were kind of roughhousing last night, and I had to tell her to. They were just they're feeling so. He's feeling so good, and they're just excited and playing again, so that's good. General love, let's do it. I'm going to use the Mom's Tarot because for some reason I can't find my crystal visions, and I don't have the energy to look for it right now, but we'll use the Mom's Tarot. Huh, BB girl? Oh, BB girl. MB, you're a beautiful BB girl. All right. Habibi, my Habibi. I don't want to upset her. She runs this roost. Can you tell? All right. General love reading for newbie. General love reading. Knight of Wands. I feel like there's multiple options here. I feel like within the next year, I see two different options coming in. We have death here, and we have, Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. What I like about this, I feel like this Knight of Cups, I thought he was the king, but I feel like this could be a Scorpio, and then I feel like the other option could be a fire sign. I feel like both of these people, I feel like the first person you might date for a little while and just decide that like maybe it's not like clicking for you, and that it's nothing horrible, but then this other person kind of comes along, or that they're not as like open as you would want them to be, and that it's not really clicking all the boxes for you, but it's not like a horrible thing. It's just more like, I don't know that we're suited that great for each other. And then you move on to this victorious something with a Scorpio here. And we don't have to be married to the signs, but just throwing that out there. This is something that you feel invigorated by. This is someone who they could have a pet. I think that's really funny that he has this little cat or dog. I love the Mons Tarot. Look at this little creature. He has this. It looks like baby Miko, actually. But I think this is someone who has their you-know-what together. You guys make each other better. Your energy expands when you're around each other. You feel more energized and more lighthearted. And this is someone who is emotionally intelligent, someone who has money, someone who's not like some dusty deadbeat, okay? And I don't necessarily think the other guy is a dusty deadbeat. Even if he's a fire sign, he just doesn't feel as fun. Or like I don't even want to say fun. It just doesn't feel like it's like a great match for you. But this second person that comes in, I feel like is a much better match, where things feel natural and just feel really good. And maybe you're feeling spicy. Maybe you kind of just hook up with this first person if you're feeling spicy with that. A Knight of Wands definitely is down for that. And then you kind of meet a second person and actually have like start some type of relationship here that could be longer lasting. Yeah, we have Jupiter and Scorpio in the 10th house. This is someone that you could meet at the 10th house is a career, and it's also like public, what is the word I'm looking for? It is your public reputation. And so this could be some type of like career event. This could be like a networking event. And we have Scorpio here, which is, I really do feel like this person could have some strong Scorpio placements. You do. After we looked at your chart, we saw that. But or this could even be like a political type of thing in your community, where it's like you meet one of these people. But I feel more so the Scorpio. That's exciting. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you, newbie. And I feel like he's a good one. I feel like he's not playing games. He also feels, he feels soft-spoken and has like an energy about him where, he understands. He's not like some stupid meathead guy that doesn't have emotions. Like, this is someone who's in tune with the people around them. This is someone who's definitely a more evolved soul, someone who's definitely more on your level. This second guy, this Scorpio that I'm picking up on. So I'm gonna leave that with you, boo. And I'm gonna go, I may go lay down for a little while. I'm supposed supposed to go out tonight, but we'll see how we'll see. I don't want to push my body too hard, but we'll see how I'm feeling, huh, baby girl? I want to go out tonight, but we'll see, honey. We'll see how I feel. She's like, don't leave me. You're only home with me 24/7. Anyway. All right, newbie, I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one. I'm on the prowl. You crack me up. You sound like Kendra now. Alrighty. I'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming on, guys. Bye. Fish. She gone fishing. Bye, guys.